Hello, this is Mina, and I'm here this is engineering with Mina, and I decided to um, learn Rust. I started learning Rust starting this year, and I really loved Rust. And because I loved it, I decided to go stream on YouTube and build small and tiny applications with anyone who wants to watch it. And the goal here is learning and practicing Rust language through building stuff together. And for sure, because I'm learning, the applications should be a bit naive or a bit simple, like there are better solutions, but I'm moving forward. And I will iterate on those ideas, and while I'm learning, and this is a continuous process for me and scaling up, I will just move forward and build more complex stuff with you. So I thought streaming videos on YouTube is a good idea. I like we will build things together. It will be fun, and we will learn. Um, Today I'm planning to start building a guessing game with Rust. It's a very simple terminal application that will ask the user for a number between maybe 1 and 100, and then it will ask the machine to generate a number as well, and then we'll compare both numbers, and if they match, the user wins. If they didn't match, we tell the user like your guess is high or low, and that's it. So I prepared a directory called demos without my Rust directory, and within this I will start a new application. For sure I'm using Cargo, the crate or the package builder for Rust. I'll say this like guessing game, and then I will go to this guessing game, and here I already have my VS Code up, so I'll just make sure that everything is running. Yeah, everything is good. And now we will start with the first part. We want the machine to guess a number. So we can do this by importing another creator package called brand. And here, if you can see, I'm opening the cargo configuration file, and I will use the package called brand with 0.8.5. And then I will go to my terminal and I run cargo update so I can download the package and have it ready for my code. This sometimes takes a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes depending on the size of the packages you are importing and the internet speed. Let's see. Yeah, up until it's done, I'll go doing something else. Here I need to start. This application will be always running in the background. Means what? Means I have an infinite loop running. So I will go with defining an admin loop. This is a name, and I have the break loop. Oh, I'm sorry. I have loop. Okay, we are good here. I love labeling loops in Rust. I love this feature, and it allows you to break a specific loop, especially if you have nested loops or you have so many levels of loops that are working together. You can name one and close it. So I love to name my main loop on my outer loop as admin loop, and then within this loop, I first, as long as the package are good, so I will use it. So I use rand, and here we are using arrange module, and here I need, before starting the loop, I need to save the machine, let the machine guess and store this number. So I will say like machine code or machine number, and this will be of type usize unsigned integer of size whatever the machine architecture is. In my case, it's 64. And then here I start using rand. Then I'll call the associated function thread range, and this generates a generator, like a generator object. And then here I will call another function generation range. And generation range accepts a range object. So the familiar range object in Rust, which is 1 to 100, and here the 100 is excluded, so the machine will pick up a number from 1 to 99, but I need the 100, so I will add the equal sign. And now we can, and just for fun, we can print it within the loop. The machine code is, and then here I will define like the machine number, and then let's run it. As you can see, if I run it one more time, it should pick another number, yeah, and we are good. We don't need this. And now I have the machine code. I need to ask the user for an input. So I'll start with using the standard IO input output library, and then I will tell the user, please guess the number, and the user now should like have an input right the number in mind. So here I'll start with IO input output, and then I'll use the standard in associated function, and I will read all the lines. I'll keep it in buffer just for a second, and then I will if there's any error, reading your input. This is basically reading from the buffer from the terminal and allowing the user to write something, and the famous expect function. It's like executing on top of the results enum, and the results enum returns OK or error. And we might like iterate on this one more time while we are building this application. Now we need a container to store this type of information that the user will input. And because it's a string, I will create a new variable, let user input, and this is of type string, and I'll go with string new associated function, and then string new. Now I can use it here in the buffer. I'll use it as a reference. I will, because like of the ownership, I will reference the user input, and then I will allow editing it. For sure it's complaining. Yeah, because here I didn't define it as mutable, it's immutable. So now it's immutable. So I think we are ready to go. Let's test it out one more time. You typed this, and let's give it a go. And hello. Yeah, you typed hello. Test. Yeah, you typed test. Okay, we are good. So now I have a machine code, a machine number, a generated number, random, between 1 and 100, and I have, on the other hand, what the user has written. But the problem is this is still a string. I need to convert it into an integer of equivalent to the size I defined, to the type I defined for the machine number. So here we will do something. It's called shadowing the previous input. And here I will shadow the user input. And shadowing will happen with, I'll take the original one and define another variable with the same name, but with a different variable. And I need this to be of type usize. And then I will go with the user input, the original one, and I will trim it to remove the spaces and / in and any from both sides. And after trimming, I need to parse it to convert it into a number, a usize number. And then here, expect error parsing your number, and I will enhance this part in a bit. And here, like We don't need to test this, we already tested the string, but this will crash if the user wrote something that cannot be parsed into an integer. Let's give it a try. You wrote in here, let's get the user input and let's give it a try together. And if I wrote 1, 2, 3, it will work fine. If I wrote Nina, for example, this will panic and crash. Because it's trying to parse something that is not a number, that's not parsable as a number. Okay, let me fix this. Here I use the match expression. And match is a very famous functionality and data structure in, not data structure, functionality in Rust, and it's very useful. So I will start with the match expression and match whatever expression happening here, and then we will tell Rust compiler whatever happens here, I need to push it through those filters. So as I mentioned in a bit, like this parse function and also yeah, this parse function and yeah, this read line, all of, like both of them returns an enum object called results. So here in the match expression, I'll tell it like I know it's returning a result enum. So if the result is okay and you have a number, just send me back this number. But if the results are error, so and this is underscore to collect all errors. I don't need to specify an arm per error, but I will collect everything and put it into this container. So if it's of type error, a variant error, and I can say like continue the loop, don't break. Now let's give it another try, the previous exercise. So here I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we didn't print. We are not printing. Yeah, let me print. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And nothing should happen, and the application shouldn't crash. And that's it. So far, so good. So we have the machine number, we have the user number, and we took the user input and we parse it, and it's ready to be compared. Now, like let's go to the comparison part, which is very interesting. And then I'll use another standard library here. I think it's standard order. I believe it's order. It's what compare. Let me Google it. Yeah, standard compare ordering, standard compare ordering. And here, like, I will use the ordering element. Okay, let me start with another match expression, but this time we will compare to the two numbers, like the one that the user input and the one from the machine. I start with the machine number, and then I will compare it against the user input, and here I just pass it as a reference, and then I will start my matching expressions, and for the first result, if it's of type order equal, we will print to the user you won. I will modify it in a bit, and then if it's of type order greater, then like we will print to the user your guess is too high. Please try again, and then order. If it's orderless, I print line. Your guess is too low. Please try again. Let's give it a try. You can also, for the sake of logging or debugging, I print line. I'll print the machine code, like machine number is, and let me add the machine number. Let's give it a run. What's wrong? Function. It's okay, fine. Yeah, I think this is the loop and this is the method. Let's give it as a run. Yes. Oh, yeah, there we go. Missing semicolon. Okay, let's run it. And the guess should be like, I'll guess 16. And then, yeah, machine number is 93. Your guess is too high. No, like it's not high, it's low. The machine number is higher. Okay. So let me inverse this. Guess is too low, and here is too high. Okay, guess the number. I will start with 20. Okay, 20, yes, because the machine code is 23, my guess is low. I will write maybe 90, and then, yeah, 90 is too high. Let's try again. So it's working. I don't need to expose the machine code anymore. I'll just read it, and then let's give it another try until we figure out the number to this. So I will start with 20, and 20 is too low. I will double it to 40, and 40 is too high, so it's between 20 and 40. I will go with 30, and 30 as well is too high. I'll go with 25. Too high, I'll go with 23, 22. Yeah, 22 wins. So the machine code was 22. But now, like, if you notice that this code will like run forever, I need a way to exit this code. It will be very simple. Modification here in the equal, or I'll just go add a scope, or add two curly brackets so I can add more code into this block. I'll add a semicolon, and then I'll break this main loop, and that's it. I just break the loop if we guess the correct number. Let's run it one more time. And then I will start with 10. So 10 is very low. I will go with 50. And 50 is too high. So it's between 10 and 50. I'll go with 25. 25 is low. So it's between 25 and 50 now. I'll go with 35. Low. I'll go with 45. It's high. So it's between 35 and 45. I'll go with 42 low goes 44. Yeah, you win and it break the loop. And that's it. So yeah, was my first attempt to like stream something on YouTube and to build a game with Rust while learning Rust. So I hope you like it and let me know what you think and see you next video. Bye.